they say provided you are a human being and you are alive,
Yes.
you cannot run away from trauma.
Mm.
So what you're going to do is you're going to get the right tools to be able to debunk
Yes.
the trauma as it happens. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because like now that teacher who said you'll amount to nothing, that
Those
one,
teachers.
yes, you know those teachers.
Those ones.
Yeah,
We know them.
yes. If you had the right tools, it would be very clear for you to actually reframe what that person is saying, because you know yourself. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Your ability to articulate your value at each point of your career. That's what actually will accelerate your career journey. So the people who are keeping quiet and hoping that somebody will notice that hard work you've done in the corner quietly, never happens. But every year, in the thing that you're passionate about, be developing yourself.
All right.
So as you keep doing that, you're adding value to yourself.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's how you're able to command a higher price.
Yes.
For the value that you bring onto the table.
Most people think their career is stuck, but what if the truth is they simply stopped owning it? Today I sit down with one of the Kenya's most influential coaching leader, Pauline Kiraithe, where she unpacks what is truly it takes to grow your career and you design your life and also you live with intention. Welcome to the Better You Show. This is a premier platform whereby you get to interact with experts, with thought leaders from different sectors. Why is this important to you as our viewer? Is because you will trust this information and you can start applying it in your day-to-day life. And what happens? You become a better version of yourself. Now, you know my name. Sianto Kekayaya, and I'm your lovely host for this show. And as tradition, we do have 2 items that we usually engage in before we go into, wow, today's discussion is going to be heavy, as you can see on the table. But before we go there, let's get the word of the day that comes from the big book of Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11, which says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you hope and a future." Now, before you own your career, before you own even the businesses that you have, you must first own your direction. Purpose is the compass. When you don't have one, you drift. When you do, then you start the process of designing your career. Pauline Kiraithe, welcome to the Better You Show.
Thank you.
Such an honor to have you here.
Thank you.
Now, before we have this conversation, I want us to have a little bit of play in the studio. We do this just to have fun, so that we even remove everything that is in our mind. As you can see today, I'm dressed up as a student because I am here to learn. I'm a student. I'm here to learn from this incredible and powerful expert that we have today. As you can see from the table, you can see I don't need to say anything. All right. So have you seen your tongue twister? We sent it to your phone. You got it?
Yes.
Now these are the instructions. You're going to have 2 attempts, right? So you're going to, have you interacted with the text? You've gotten the hang of it? All right, so we want you to read as fast as you can, 2 times. The director of the show is going to tell us how you did, and also how your cultural background, if it had any effect in your pronunciation. So if you're ready, you can go.
Okay, thank you. So it says, career creators consciously choose courageous changes to claim their calling.
You're being too safe.
Career creators consciously choose courageous changes to claim their calling.
Wow. I think we need to get in touch with her English teacher because we didn't find anything. You did well.
Yes. My English teacher was a British woman called Mrs. Sutton.
Wow.
So at least she did a good job.
Wow. What is your understanding of that tongue twister?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it basically means for you to be able to grow in your career, to keep, to come up with new opportunities for yourself. There is a point where in your life you will have to take a conscious decision to change the direction of your career.
Yes.
And it will not be easy.
Yeah.
It will involve risk. But once you take that risk, that's when you're able to get into your purpose, into your calling, and it is going to actually produce a lot of great things, a lot of productivity.
Wow.
Once you get into your area of calling, because once you get into your calling, that's where real productivity is.
Wow.
Yeah.
You get it. All right. Now it's time for me to introduce her, and you have to be patient because it's from the table you can see that it's going to be a bit long, but not too long. Our guest today, her name is Pauline Kiraithe. She's a multi-global award-winning executive leadership, life and career coach, and the founder and CEO of Talent Gurus at 254, that is Kenya. With over 28 years of multi-sector HR leadership experience, she has worked across NGOs, telecommunications, media, retail education, and consulting. She rose through the corporate ranks to become HR director at Standard Media Group before transitioning into full-time coaching and consulting. Today, she is an ICF PCC-accredited coach, an emotional intelligence and imposter syndrome practitioner, and one of the Kenya's most influential coaching leaders. We are still going on. Through her firm, Talent Gurus at 254, Pauline has coached over 8,500 individuals directly and impacted more than 350,000 people globally through her leadership career and personal development programs. She's the creator of powerful coaching experiences, including Ascend Self-Leadership, Ignite Youth Leadership, Refresh Self-Discovery, and She Soars, a transformative women's leadership program. Her flagship Ascend Self-Leadership program has trained over 900 mid to senior level leaders from 19 countries. So it's just not Kenya. And is one of the leading virtual career advancement programs in Africa. Pauline is also an author of the best-selling book, Owning Your Career, and is actually displayed right there. You can be able to see it. And also she has, this is that book, Owning Your Career, and also she has a journal called Intentional Living Journal. This is where it is. This is for men. She tells me this is for men. For the ladies, it's also displayed here. Now, she has worked with leading organizations such as Safaricom, MasterCard Foundation, Samsung, M-Pesa Foundation, ABSA, FSD Africa, ICEPAC, WFP, and so many, many more. We can't, this introduction, we can stay here the whole day. But now let's just, let it end there. Though this year, she has received 2 awards in 2025. She has received the 2025 Most Influential Coaching Leader in Kenya, and that accolade is well displayed there. I would like to give you that opportunity to just tell us more about them. Yeah.
So thank you very much for the invite to come and share about our journey.
Karibu.
And I'll just take us through the awards. So these are the 3 main ones we've gotten this year. But to date, we have gotten a total of 15 awards throughout our 10-year journey. Since Talent Gurus at 254 was founded. Wow. Yeah, so I'll talk about these current ones. So the most recent one was the top leading HR, sorry, not HR, coaching leaders in Kenya. So this one is given to coaches who are pioneers in the coaching industry in Kenya.
Okay.
And it's for people who have been able to entrench coaching within workplaces, within the general public, and how we've been doing it with time is through publications such as these books, through the programs that you've talked about, the ones we've developed, and also through one-on-one coaching. So we do group coaching, we do one-on-one coaching, we also do a lot of mentorship sessions online, as well as to organizations to just entrench coaching as a talent development intervention. So that's what we've been doing for the last 10 years. And so it was a good surprise this year. Actually it actually happened, I think, last week. So we are grateful for that accolade. Then another thing that we're very passionate about is also career coaching. Other than coaching is also talent development and HR consulting. So we also got another award around just being pioneers and pace setters in developing models to help develop talent within organizations and even as individuals, because we deal with individuals directly, but we also deal with businesses. So we've developed programs for individuals, so that's how they come for our open programs, but we also have programs that organizations also take up for their employees. So we deal also with businesses. So that's a pace setter award. Because we've been seen as the pace setter in this industry. And then there's the HR Digitally Fit Award that we also won, because we are very present in social media. We truly believe that it is a good tool to also educate people. And I can tell you majority of our clients have either seen us first online, have consumed our information online. So we do a lot of education, a lot of dissemination of content around people development, how to acquire personal excellence. So they've interacted with our content. So we're very digitally fit across all platforms.
Amazing, and congratulations to you for all those accolades. And anyway, for the great work that you're doing in the corporate space.
Thank you.
We see you and we see the impact that you're having in that space. May your light continue shining there.
And I just also want to acknowledge that this is just not me alone. I have a whole team. I have a team of coaches, trainers who assist in this process. We actually draw them from even industry. So we work with coaches that we've trained to help us deliver all these programs.
All right.
So it's a team win.
Nice.
Thank you.
Our viewers are looking at what has been displayed here, and I'm sure they're being inspired on having this, it doesn't have to be replicated, but for them to have like a path, a footprint of how can they get there. So how did you reach here, and what can you tell them?
Yes, so for me, I would say my journey has, first of all, been very ordered by God. So I think I got to know God when I was in high school. So as the Bible says, if you ask for wisdom, God will give you wisdom. So that is actually where it started. I remember in Form 2 praying for wisdom. Actually praying for wisdom, because I read it in the Bible. I said, oh, you mean it's not easy? So I asked, and actually I remember from that point on, my academic trajectory changed completely. I used to be an average student, and I started being now always top 10. So for me, I would say first seek God. But the second thing is also that aspect of being passionate about yourself and your life. Wanting to succeed. This is not a journey that somebody can force on you, but you have to want it for yourself. So I remember from that Form 2 prayer, for me it was a journey. I was very clear I wanted to get into university, and it was also very clear once I got into university that I needed to get out of university with good grades. But the other thing is that as I went into university, God also orchestrated for me to meet the right people. Because if you're walking a journey with God, He will bring the right people along your journey. So for me, what happened is, I remember there was a family friend, she had been working in some place for an internship, and she tells me, oh, by the way, there are people who are looking for interns. Can you come and work here? And so I started working from my first year in campus. And imagine from once I got in, they kept me all throughout my four years in university.
Yes.
And now that is when I met my first ever boss. And my first boss was very intentional about developing us.
Wow.
So you see, also the people who will come along your pathway will also be used by God to direct your journey.
Yeah.
So I remember he used to always tell us, you know, you have to be very intentional about your life. You really have to start thinking ahead about your life, your career, your money. You always used to talk about Murphy's Law, things can happen. So you always have to have a backup plan. So for me, that's where I got the initial training.
Okay.
For me, I always say, your first boss can either make or break your career.
Yeah.
So I was very lucky to get the right people. And I worked there for 6 years. So my 4 years in campus, another 2 years. But now when I moved to the next, so that was the NGO world.
Okay.
Yeah. But I forgot to say, actually, even before I joined university, I even did an internship in the banking industry.
Yeah.
And that's where now I got to realize there's some careers that you will like and others you will not like. So I realized for me, banking is not my thing.
Okay.
So when I moved into the NGO, I enjoyed it, but he saw my gifting.
Wow.
So he actually moved me from a research department, and I moved now to manage people. So first of all, I didn't even know there was HR. I didn't know there was training, but all he could see is that I'm good with people, and that I'm a good organizer. So you can see he saw my skills and put me in the right place.
Yes.
So that's why I was saying your first boss can either build you
or break you.
Yes. So I was very lucky to have the right good boss.
Yeah.
And so the next other thing that also helped me in this journey was a mentor.
Yes.
So my third now workspace, which is I moved to Telco. When Telco was started in Kenya, I met a professional, now HR, who portrayed to me what HR can look like as a professional. So I actually didn't know him, but I asked him, could you mentor me?
Wow.
So you see, the thing I was telling you, you have to want it for yourself. You have to be passionate about growing yourself. So I actually didn't know him, but we had worked together for a few months, and I asked him, can you mentor me?
Yes.
And I can tell you, to date, we are still friends.
Wow.
25 years later.
Yeah.
He's the one who now really mentored me. And he guided me on which moves to take at which point.
Yeah.
Yeah. When to upscale. Yeah. So my journey has been guided also by mentors.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
But the other key thing is also that initiative. You taking the initiative and doing what you need to do. Yeah. Because remember, there's a point I needed to go back to school. And I just finished university, and I'm like, you are taking me back to school? No, I thought I was having a break. Yeah. But I actually had to go back, did a postgraduate in HR.
Wow.
Those days there was no degree, so I did a postgraduate diploma in HR. And then after that, I still went back again to do my master's in HR. Yeah. So I was guided. So that obedience is very key. Wow. That passion to want to succeed for yourself is also very key. Yes. Then also being able to take risks at the right time. Wow. Very important. Because I remember even when I was in Telco, I needed to make a strategic career move. Yes. I could have been comfortable where I was, because we were being paid good money, it was a good organization, but I needed to make a strategic move that would elevate me to the next level. But I needed to move to an organization that was actually going down. And everybody thought, are you crazy? Yeah. Why would you leave a good job to go to a high-risk environment? Yes. But that move alone was the game changer for me. Wow. Because now it showed me, first of all, that I can transfer my skills in any industry. Yes. But the other key thing is that the skill is not in the success does not belong in the environment. The success is in the skill that you carry. So I realized actually the skill is in me. Yeah. So I can actually succeed anywhere. Wow. So I realized, it's not dependent on my boss. It's actually dependent on me. Yeah. And so for me, from there, I got emancipated in believing that it is the environment that will make me succeed. It made me realize whichever environment, God will enable me to succeed. Yes. Yeah? Yeah. Because the skill is shifting with you. And so from there, that's how actually I made the move. And I got into management at 27 years.
Wow.
Because my goal was to get to management by 30. And then after that, I was like, okay, so I continued upskilling myself.
Pauline,
Yes.
I just want to cut you short.
Yes.
Because now after 30, we are progressing now. We're getting closer
Yes.
to where we are.
Yes.
And there's some nuggets you have shared. And I'm asking this question for the teens, for those
Yes.
people who are still in high school, who are still in the, university. Because I see that during that time, you're already alert. You already knew what you're looking for. And maybe you could just let us know, is it that your parents were nurturing you towards
Yes.
that way? Or how did you manage to make such kind of decisions?
How did I get there?
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, okay, so I come from a family of 5 girls. No brother.
Okay.
We were 5 girls. So I'll tell you, the seed of success was put in all of us when we were starting out, as we were being parented.
Yeah.
So I remember my father, and actually I remember my father more vividly. My mom was a corporate woman. She was a banker. So I could see the picture of success with her.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, my father was very conscious about mentoring us. So I remember even when I was in primary school, high school, when I had homework, my father would sit there with us. He would transnight with us until we finish our homework.
Wow.
And I remember he would always tell us. And I remember there was even like a poster in we had a study room area where we used to study.
Wow.
And it was written, there was a poster that which to date we all remember. It said the fruits, the roots of education are bitter, but the fruits are sweet. So anytime you're there struggling with your education, you remember that phrase, you just put in the effort.
Wow.
And I can tell you, even my sisters, who some of them live away now, they still remember that quote because that's where the nurturing began. So my parents were very conscious about us succeeding, and they were very clear. They knew education is the thing that is the key differentiator. So for them, they purposed that all of us would get to university.
Yes.
And we actually all got to university.
Wow.
And we all finished university. Yeah, at least everyone has a first degree.
Yes.
Yeah, so out of the 5 of us, all of us are graduates, but it was a conscious decision they made. There was, you know what, our daughters, that's the key thing that will differentiate them. So that's where it started.
Okay.
My parents were very intentional. My mother also showed us that a woman can be a corporate woman, that you can still run a family.
I love it.
And succeed in your career.
Yeah.
So the picture of success was there. And also even our aunties and our relatives, you could see women who are succeeding in their careers. Yeah, that you're not limited in any way.
Yes.
Yeah, and I remember us when we were starting out, the time we were growing up, boys were more preferred than girls.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, because they always thought that they were a better choice. But my dad held on to his 5 girls.
Yeah.
And he mentored us, he coached us.
Yes.
But I remember from even class 2, I remember he used to pick us from school. On our way home, he would actually give us homework, his own.
Yes.
You're given school homework and you're given his homework. And then he tells us, I want you to know your times tables, mental.
Yes.
So to date, I know my mental sums. Why? Because he trained us.
Wow.
And he did that for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's where the mentoring started.
All right. So let's talk about your corporate. Now, when you transition, I know you went, you continue building your skill. Now you transition from corporate space now to consulting, the current work that you're doing. At what point did you make that decision to make the transition?
Yeah. So it wasn't that something I woke up and did. No. So when I turned around 30 years, by then I had already worked almost 10 years. So there was some monotony that was starting to creep in.
All right.
So I kept on asking myself, is this what life is all about? Am I meant to just wake up, go to work, pay bills, repeat?
Yes.
Is that what life is all about? Then I do that until I grow old and then retire?
Yeah.
Then I was like, no, God, there must be another bigger reason why you put me on this earth.
Yeah.
And that's when now I started looking for that other thing.
Yes.
Because I was not convinced that life was meant to be a routine. The way I saw people doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way they would retire at 50, 60, and then that's it. You work one job in one workplace.
Yes.
So I started looking for my purpose. That's at 30.
Wow.
Yeah. And they say that pain usually leads you to purpose.
Yes.
So for me, I had a personal crisis at that age, around 27 there. Okay. And so it led me to think about myself and get to understand who I am.
Yes.
What do I carry? What are my key strengths? What are my weaknesses? So through that journey, that's when I discovered coaching, counseling.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's when coaching had started coming in. Yeah, but it was more of life coaching.
I get it.
Yeah, so I started exploring for myself. But when I went through that exploring journey, now I started getting answers towards my own journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when I discovered actually there is more.
Yes.
To life.
Yes.
Yeah. Then I remembered Miles Monroe always says that the graveyard is full of unwritten books, unwritten songs,
dreams.
Yes, it's just full of people's unwritten dreams that are unfulfilled.
Yes.
And then I asked myself, and then when you go to the Bible, there's also the parable of the talents.
Yes.
Remember, that's the one that always used to run in my mind.
Yes.
That maybe I've been given a talent, but I'm not multiplying it. Am I being a good steward? So as I went through that coaching is when I realized actually there's more. So I sought God in that whole time. And for me, I remember having a vivid, so I'd done some fast.
Yes.
Then I got a vivid download of what I needed to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just hold it right there, and you're going to take a short break. When you come back, we are now going to talk about the next season of her life, which is now in consulting, and also we're going to discuss about the 2 books that are here on display. Let's take a short break. Welcome back to the Better You Show. This second part of it, we are going to really discuss this book, Owning Your Career, as you can see, and also a journal that is called My Intentional Living Journal. Now, Pauline, on page 20, I can see self-awareness, and I'm seeing self-leadership, self-regulation, self-motivation, and I think self-awareness is also part of it. So how can we become more self-aware in our careers and also just even our personal lives?
Yes.
Yes.
So when as I was mentioning earlier, there's a time where I had to do some work for myself to understand who I am. Yeah, so you don't wake up one day and become self-aware. So there's some work that needs to be put in. Yeah, so self-awareness journey starts with self-discovery. So self-discovery is where now you start finding out what are my strengths, what are my weaknesses. And by the way, your strengths, most of the time you'll hear it from people saying, oh, you're very good in presentations. Oh, you're very good in this.
Wow.
So you start getting those snippets of what people are already seeing that you maybe you're not seeing.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's a good way of starting to collect information about yourself. But so asking people is one way.
Okay.
The other thing is, or getting feedback from people. The other better way that is more foolproof is there are also psychometric tests that are available.
Okay.
Yeah, that can help us now understand ourselves. Yeah, understanding our personality, understanding our key strengths, our weaknesses, why we have a certain preference for certain things and not others.
Yeah.
Yeah, so use of personality tests has now become more popular because they've been researched. People, they are well researched. The error level is very minimal, and it starts giving you snippets of who you are. So like for me, what I did is, when I was starting to discover myself, I did numerous of such tests. Okay. So you start, it's like a onion, peeling an onion. So every time you do one test, you peel one layer. When you do another one, you peel another layer. So you're getting clarity with each test, with each feedback that you're getting. Yeah. So the picture is getting clearer. You understand? Because for us, we are not born knowing, but you have to go onto that journey to get to know yourself.
Yeah.
And once you know where your strengths are,
Yeah.
unlike what we were taught in school of focusing on your weaknesses, actually you should do the opposite. Do more of your strengths.
Wow.
So people don't focus on their weaknesses. So people you see who are successful, they are focused on their strengths. Yeah? So you focus on your strengths, accentuate on your strengths so much that you become so good at it to the point where people will never notice your weaknesses.
I love that.
Which is the reverse thinking of how we went through school.
Yeah.
And that's why some people left school thinking they were rejects or they are not good. Because school, maybe you're not good in academics,
Yeah.
but you're good in something else. So that strength is the one you needed to focus on. And for me, I believe that God has not put anyone here on earth to escort anybody.
Yes.
In this world of living, everybody has their strength, which if you tap in, it's going to lead to your success.
Okay.
So when you look at Kina Bezos and the rest, they've just looked at their strength. So now go through that journey to expose what are your key strengths. So that's now self-awareness. You're starting to be more aware of what you carry, the gifting that you carry. Now, once you're self-aware and you start doing more of it, that's where self-confidence comes from.
Ah.
So when you see people are more confident than others,
Yes.
they've just done this work more.
Wow.
So they've started honing onto their key strength areas.
It's not an innate ability?
No, you don't wake up confident. It's the doing. The more action that you do, the more doing, it breeds more confidence. And that's how you find, like, people who are good at oratory skills, people who are good in communication. It's not because the first presentation they'll tell you, they also blundered.
Yeah.
But with practice, they got better
Wow.
and they became more confident. So that's where we get our confidence.
Okay.
So find your strength, do more of it, you build your confidence, and then guess what? There's a point where you will get to. It will not matter. Yeah, because you know what? You are so confident in yourself, you know whatever comes your way,
Yeah.
you can handle it. Yeah, and that's now the epitome of self-awareness.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where now you know whatever that will come my way, whichever challenge, I know I can handle it.
So what are these manifest of epitome of self-awareness that we can see in people, then we know this one has...
This one is confident.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that irrespective of, first of all, they know themselves, they are very self-aware.
Yeah.
They are aware of their strengths and weaknesses. They admit to their weaknesses.
Yes.
Knowing your weakness is strength. So when you see somebody who's able to say, oh, there I blundered. Oh, that's not my thing. That's somebody who has done their work. You understand?
Wow.
That's somebody who's self-aware.
Yes.
Yeah?
Wow.
Then somebody who will not get carried away. You know the way people get influenced and carried away with the latest fad. Those ones will never get carried
They're
away.
grounded.
Yes, they are very clear about what they are doing and where they are headed. So they have very clear goals. Yeah, they're very focused with their journeys. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are not going to be pushed or influenced along the journey. They are go-getters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, because we are talking about self-awareness, and I'm thinking exposing your trauma or reaching to a point where now you are aware of your trauma. And there's this quote by Gabor Mate that says, trauma isn't what happens to you, but what happens inside you.
Yes.
Is there an instance where trauma manifests in our careers, and how are we supposed to spot them and heal?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of trauma in careers. Very many.
Okay.
Very many traumas. Yeah, so trauma, and how do you see somebody who's traumatized? So this, you can see somebody who's very qualified. They have all the qualifications, but they cannot even communicate the value that they carry. They're unable to sell or even market themselves, package themselves. Or they're in a meeting and they know the answer, but they'll not talk. That's trauma, fear, inability to speak up.
Wow.
Because you feel that you'll be judged by other people, or people will think that you're not as smart as you want them to think.
Yes.
Yeah, those are ways trauma seeps through in our careers. Yeah, or even imposter syndrome, where you are actually qualified, you've hit your success, but as you keep going up the career ladder, more success keeps coming up, but you keep doubting yourself. Yeah, that's trauma because of maybe what you are told when you are growing up. you're told by that teacher you'll amount to nothing, that is trauma.
You see, like what you're just explaining, it feels like someone is oppressed and put and locked somewhere, and they have so much inside of them. Potential.
Yes.
So how do you call that out so that that blockage is out?
So now that is where now counseling, that's where now life coaching comes in.
Okay.
Because they say provided you are a human being and you are alive,
yes,
you cannot run away from trauma. So what you're going to do is you're going to get the right tools to be able to debunk the trauma as it happens. Do you understand? Because like now that teacher who said you'll amount to nothing, that
those
one,
teachers.
Yes, you know those teachers.
Those ones,
yeah?
We know them.
Yes, if you had the right tools, it would be very clear for you to actually reframe what that person is saying, because you know yourself. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it wouldn't affect you. But if you don't know yourself, it can hold you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we need to do is be comfortable in going for support.
Wow.
Go for counseling.
Yes.
Go for coaching. Because you cannot be able to get to know yourself truly without such tools, without such interventions. Yeah. Because you have to now unbank. You have to actually change the narrative of what you know or you think you know about yourself. That was not true. That is actually holding you back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you for that. That's healing already. I read a quote that you had shared on LinkedIn that says, mediocre people who work loudly outperform great people who work quietly.
Yes.
I found that very interesting. And correct me if I'm wrong. Were you discussing or talking about branding? Yeah.
Yes.
And if yes, so how are we supposed to elevate our brand as people who are in a career and even in business? Yeah.
So I'm a recovering person who believed that your hard work will speak for itself. Yeah. Work does not speak, guys. It does not speak. You have to be able to articulate the value that you have added in an organization. So if you do not speak up, and if you think about even the workspace, if there's great work that has been done and you do not take, you don't tell people you're the one who has actually done the work. Yes. You know what they say, nature abhors a vacuum. So what usually happens, the loud ones are the ones who take up. Yeah,
even if they're not qualified.
Yes, they're the ones who take up the credits for that work, isn't it? Because you've kept quiet. So that's why I say, and for me it was through observation. Yeah. Especially, I spent 10 years in media, and I was observing anchors who were doing very well and the ones who are not doing very well. Yes. And for me, what I realized is your ability to speak up. Wow. Your ability to articulate your value at each point of your career. That's what actually will accelerate your career journey. So the people who are keeping quiet and hoping that somebody will notice that hard work you've done in the corner quietly, it never happens.
So how do they articulate what they're doing in their current roles? How do they do that?
So when you do that good work, please, every end of the week, be sending an update. Wow. To your boss. By the way, just do a check-in with your boss and do an update and say, this is what we've been able to achieve this week. Look, and my targets for next week look like this. Yeah. What you're doing is you're informing your boss of the work that you have been able to do and the successes. Wow. Actually, what happens is that even your boss will start trusting you more because they can see what you're actually accountable. Yes. The other thing is you have to take those successes back into the performance management system. Yeah. Yeah, and you say, if I am able to achieve these projects this year, this is what, for me, my expectation will be with my career. Yeah. And I can tell you, for me, that's what worked for me in my career. Yeah. Your performance management system is not just to have a chat. Yes. For you, it's actually a negotiation table. Deliver, this is what I get. Yeah. Deliver, I want this promotion. So you have to be able to find your voice. You have to be able to advocate for yourself. Yes. Because promotions won't just come to you without you asking for them. You project in your career and say, the next 2 years, this is the role I want to get to. Yeah.
Wow, I like that. And I was just thinking on the other side of business, whereby you're excelling, and where we are right now, we need to amplify our voices on social media. But now, because of fear of people's opinions and the visibility factor, someone might decide, no, I don't want to do that. People, if people see me all over the social media, they'll think I'm just showing off, I'm not humble. Let me just take a back position, and things are just going to work out.
Happen?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me tell you, when I moved from corporate and now got into entrepreneurship, into purpose, guess what? I called myself for a meeting.
A meeting.
Because I had that mentality.
Yeah.
I actually did. Because I've come from a directorship level. Now I'm here handling things on the internet.
Yes.
I've become a salesperson. Actually, before I even had a very negative view towards selling.
Yeah.
Until I realized that closed mouths don't get fed.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Closed mouths.
That should have been the tongue
yes,
twister.
I think so. Closed mouths.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Don't get fed.
Yeah.
And the second thing is, you're closing your destiny.
Wow.
Closed mouths are
faster.
No, let's not do that. Will close your destiny.
Yes.
So if you do not articulate your value, you're going to kill your own career.
You know, that when you say that, if you don't articulate your value, you're closing your destiny.
Yes, you will close your destiny.
Oh.
I can guarantee you.
Wow, that
you
is
will
heavy.
go unnoticed, and you will not get fed. So there are no opportunities for you.
Stuck.
You'll be stuck. So me coming from HR, who never used, by the way, I was in media for 10 years.
Yeah.
I never used to come in front of the camera.
Yeah, okay.
Never did an interview in those 10 years. But guess what? After I left, I realized if I do not market myself, nobody will ever get to know our products.
Wow.
Nobody will ever get to even understand even what this coaching is, because we started from educating people what coaching is.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So if you're passionate about something, you should never fear about other people's opinion. Guess what? They will have their opinions, but will they pay your bills?
No.
Never. So you just do you.
Yes.
You have to learn how to
It's
live
a
your
breaking
journey.
point.
Yes. You have to learn how to live your journey. So like for me, when I post, I don't think about who I'm posting to. I am sharing knowledge. I've learned something, I want everybody to learn. So that's the approach I take.
Yes.
And I don't even care who is going to think about what. I don't care. What I do is, for me, I'm on a mission.
Yes.
To educate, to inform, to impact lives.
Yeah.
Never think about who is thinking about what you are doing, because they will talk.
Yeah.
Watasema, watachoka.
Yeah.
So you stick to your purpose. Be very clear about why you're doing what you do. And once you are very clear about what you're doing, just do it.
Wow.
So for me, I work as hard, and I do this. By the way, that's how, and let me tell you, if you're not on social media, and you're a business person, you're not selling. If you really want to impact the world, I say that's the leveling platform that God gave us, post-COVID. Yeah, that one, the same chances Safaricom has for marketing is the same chances you have. So you have no excuse. Yeah, because I remember I worked in media. To advertise anything was so expensive. Now we have social media.
You
it's
can
free.
advertise yourself.
So what excuse do you have?
You don't have.
What excuse?
No.
Yeah?
There is no excuse.
And then now even for careers, for people who are working, if you need to position yourself career-wise, if you're not positioning yourself, nobody is seeing you, because all the recruiters go online. They go to LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So if you do not have a page, if you're not active,
Ooh.
you're not being seen. The other thing that used to irritate me when I used to do recruitment is people would say, I'm very passionate about something.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm passionate about acting. But when I look at your CV, there's nothing showing that you're that passionate.
Yeah.
Now guess what? Social media is a level playing field. You who's not sharing your journey and what you are doing, and the one who is sharing, who do you think when I'm recruited?
The one who is sharing.
Thank you. Because it's a digital platform.
Yeah.
It's your digital CV. It's a platform that you can showcase your passions.
Okay.
So people who do that will get more opportunities.
All right. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Now, this book, Owning Your Career, is you've indicated there the journey to success. How can career people start owning their career? How can they start owning
your career? So owning your career is, first of all, taking what it means is taking responsibility for your career.
Okay.
So do not relegate that responsibility to your employer. So the reason I call it owning your career is because I saw in the workspace, very many people will not even take themselves for trading. Why? Because their organization has not taken them for trading.
Wow.
So you can't upskill yourself. So let me share a trick, one thing that I did for myself. So since my 20s, every year you need to allocate a budget for yourself.
Okay.
From your money.
Yeah.
Not from your employer. To develop yourself. Because they say you will earn to the extent of your own personal development.
Yes.
There's a level you will not be able to earn if you have not developed yourself.
Yes.
So for me, what I used to do is every year I would go for a course. So you can go for a talk for 5,000. Another year you'll go for a course for 20,000, you know. But every year in the thing that you're passionate about, be developing yourself.
All right.
So as you keep doing that, you're adding value to yourself.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's how you're able to command a higher price.
Yes.
For the value that you bring onto the table. So that's the key thing. Allocate. Take your personal development very seriously.
Yes.
Allocate a budget for your personal development. Be upskilling constantly.
Yes.
To date, I tell people I have upskilled myself more than in my formal education. But it's because I'm passionate about what I want. You understand? Yeah?
Yeah.
Then take charge. Have a career strategy. And a career strategy is not my plan for today till the end of the year.
Yeah.
You need to have a short-term, medium-term, and long-term plan. So short-term is in the next 3 years. What do I want to be seen in my life, in my career?
Yeah.
And take a holistic approach with your life in the next 5 to 10 years. And then long-term.
Yes.
Yeah. So I remember from when I was 25, I was very clear. I knew by 40 I needed to be a director.
Yeah.
So you know, when you get to 40, and I'm not that director, I know for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not hitting my goals. So when you have goals, what it does is that it drives you to work towards it.
Yeah.
And when those opportunities come, you pick them up even before their time. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking on that, so that we just build that up. Yeah. For those people whom they are really intentional about their career, they're owning it, and the ones that they take a backseat, they're not really proactive. What is usually the difference? Why
the big difference?
Yeah.
I think the big difference comes in with exposure. Yes. So first of all, the people you expose yourself to is very important. So if I grew up, and this is an example. Yeah. If I grew up in Machakos, all my friends are from Machakos, and I'm still living in the same Machakos, how will I know that there's another world?
Oh.
How will I have a different perspective?
Yes.
So who's around you is very important. If the people around you always think the same way as you, you're in trouble.
You need to elevate.
You need to elevate. You need to disrupt your thinking because you need to be able to see life from different perspectives.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you've not exposed yourself to different thinking, then you can't grow. Yeah. And for me, how it started was through books.
Oh.
Yeah. So back again to my parents. Every Saturdays, they would take us to the Kenya National Library those days.
Ooh.
And they would leave us for a whole morning in the library.
Really?
Yes, to just read books.
Were you reading?
Yes. What do you mean? You cannot go to a library for half a morning and you're not reading.
I'm just thinking.
Initially it was hard, but in the end you start loving the books.
Wow.
Because you're forced to be in that environment.
Yes.
But guess what? I remember now that's when our love for reading started. All of us, we read. And we loved reading. And guess what? That's what books do for you.
They expose you.
They expose your thinking.
Yeah.
You start imagining about countries you've never been. You travel through the world through books.
Yes.
So I remember the first time I went to the US and I went to Central, the Grand Station. I thought, but this is exactly how I had imagined it.
Wow.
That's what books do for you.
It's a form of visualization.
Thank you. You visualize.
Yeah.
I've seen how Paris looks like, but I haven't yet been there yet. That's the power of exposing the brain. Wow. You understand? Through books. So that's what they did for us.
Yes.
Yeah. So Look at the people
Exposure.
around you, the books, what are you consuming? You have to be challenging yourself. Every day we consume new content. Thank God there's YouTube.
Yeah.
Be consuming content from other experts. Learn from other people. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then keep challenging yourself.
Yes.
And every year, if the next year you're at the same level of last year, you're in trouble. So ask yourself, what aren't I doing? And the beauty is, if you're upskilling yourself every year, you'll always find there's a new skill set. You're learning, you're growing. Yeah?
Yeah.
So
but
those
now,
are ways you can be able to do that on your journey.
Yeah. And I'm just thinking for the ones whom they're currently feeling like, no, here I'm not feeling satisfied. I don't love my job no more. So what is out there for me? Where can I transition to, or what can I do to get myself out of here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's actually why we're in the market space. Because for me, the thing that there's a problem that I saw in the workspace that actually took me out now to solve in the market space. Yeah. And I remember I used to see it in the workplace. They say, I remember as HR, we would come up with a lot of interventions in the workspace to keep employees motivated, so that they love their jobs and they can do hard work. Yeah. But the interesting thing is, irrespective of what we do, and I can tell you, for me, I had put in a lot of interventions.
Yeah.
Like for the journalists, we'd get for them laptops, we'd get iPads, good benefits to help you with your work. But guess what? There are still people who are not motivated and not wanting to come to work.
Yeah.
And it took me onto a journey to understand what more.
Yeah.
We even had a good culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we even trained the leaders to be able to manage people well. Yeah, we also trained the employees, everyone, so that you take ownership of your journey. But there were still people who were disengaged.
Yes.
And it took me onto a journey to research, and I realized there's a survey that has been done by Gallup survey for now almost a decade. And they have discovered that actually 87% of people who work don't enjoy what they do. Actually, the word is hate.
87?
87. In the last 2 years, it's improved to 84%.
Wow.
So can you see that percentage? That's that many people who feel stuck in their jobs. And for me, it led me to also research and find out why is this?
Why?
But the other thing is, when I think about how we prepared people for careers, who prepared us? Most of us did a lot of guesswork. Yes. Or you saw your mother was a banker, you want to become a banker because what you've seen. So I asked myself, are there tools to help people first even understand themselves, their strengths? Because it's actually interlinked to the career that you'll enjoy. And so that's even what we are doing right now. That's why the Ignite Youth Leadership Program is there to help people, the young people, select the right careers from the get-go.
Yeah.
Based on their strengths.
Wow.
Then that's why we have the Ascend program, the one we've done 45 cohorts now, for professionals who feel stuck in the workplace, so that we help you now start seeing yourself as God created you. And for you to see that actually it's not a dead end. You can change your career at any point. The earlier the better. If you're stuck, come earlier.
Yeah.
We can help you start charting out a real path towards the things that you're passionate about.
Wow.
But nobody says that you're stuck in that first career that is not serving you. You understand? Yeah, we can
and
still
does
be
it
able to
always
change.
mean that you have to leave your current role, or you just need to go through that coaching?
You go through the coaching. There are some who might have to actually move out completely, but there are others. You can still have your the same career, but if you have interests and passions and hobbies in the areas that motivate you, it can actually still work. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Especially if you've done a serious investment on this path. Sometimes telling you to change might be a bit too late. Yeah. So there's a way, if you start hobbies or that side hustle on the thing that you're passionate about, guess what? That motivation comes back up.
Really?
Oh yes, it does.
Of the first role?
Yes. So you still do that laboring job. That's the one that will pay the bills, but you're still doing now your passions that will make you motivated. So it's more of a mindset shift for you to be able to see at what point can I make those shifts.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can still continue with that job to that point where now you feel you're comfortable to be able to make the shift.
All right. So you have this journal, my intentional living journal. What inspired you to put this together? Where did it come from, and how can people start interacting with this?
So now for me, also now after we wrote the Owning Your Career, and also after coaching a couple of people, and even with my HR experience, I realized that also a lot of people just live their lives. A lot of people just live day by day.
Yeah.
There's no forward thinking.
Yeah.
And the thing is, in life, if you don't think in blocks, you don't look at it in trenches.
Yes.
You know, they say if you don't have a place where you're going, any place will be okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yes.
But if you are able to plan and have clear, concrete goals, it will actually work. So now for me, in terms of journaling, I started my journaling journey almost 30 years ago. And for me, I started journaling. I used to have a pen pal. I don't know if you people remember, but in our days we had pen pals.
Yes.
So I started writing to my pen pal. So that's when I started enjoying to write. I write a letter, it goes, it comes back, and I enjoy reading it. And then I started writing now to myself. That's when my journaling journey started. So I had done journaling for like 10 years. And then I remember one day reading through my journal and asking myself, but then what is this I keep on reading? Does it serve any purpose? And so when I went back to my journal, I realized that everything that I had written as prayers, because mine are actually prayers to God. I used to write them as prayers. Even to date, it's like, dear God. That's how I write my journal. So all the things that I had written that I would want to achieve, I realized that I had achieved them either that year or the next year.
Really?
So that's the power of writing. So I realized there's power in journaling. When you write, it actually imprints. You imprint it on the paper. But the other thing, it gets imprinted into your brain. So So what happens is that we have the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. And our conscious mind is like now how we're communicating. Then we have the subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is actually the bigger part of your brain. So that one works even when you are asleep. And that subconscious mind will always, sorry. Will always try to get you to your goals. The subconscious. So when you are asleep, the brain is thinking of ways to take you to your goals. So that's the power of journaling. So when you write, the probability, the probability of hitting your goals is almost guaranteed.
I'm seeing here my life wheel. Now we're getting into, sorry. It's getting heated as we are fine.
Holistically. So you don't focus on just one aspect of your life, but you focus on all aspects. So when I talk about aspects, there's finances, there's career, there's your health, there's your social, building relationships, and friendships, relationships. So you look at your life more holistically. And so every year, in the beginning of the year, ask yourself, what have I been able to achieve last year as concerns these facets of my life, and what do I need to achieve for the next year? So that's what those are the tools I felt I needed to put in the journal for people to get tools to be able to to now live intentionally. And so once you use those tools, you're able to now live more intentionally. And intentionality always gets you to your goals.
Intentionality always gets you to your goals. As you come to a close, what are the 3 top lessons you could give us now that you're turning? You're getting into the next season of your life.
Yes. So as I don't know, I didn't mention it here, but yes, this is my jubilee. So for me, I'll just, for the young people, I'll just tell them
Look into this camera and tell them.
So for the young people, I'll tell you that you have 3 gifts in life. Yeah, you have time, you have energy, and you have money. So when you're young, you have a lot of energy, you have a lot of time, but you do not have a lot of money. So with each season of your life, use those resources well. So right now when you're young, you have energy, use that energy and time well.
Wow.
For the older people, I'll also just say, it's never too late. Never feel that you're stuck, that you can't move forward, that you feel stuck in your career, and that's the end. No. Seek help. Seek help. There are a lot of coaching programs now available, because I truly believe that every human being has their gifting, and with that gifting, that is the gift that God has put in you to be able to succeed here on earth. And I truly believe, provided you're living in your purpose, there will be intentionality, there will be productivity, there will be innovation and creativity. Those are signs of people who are living into their purpose.
Wow.
And people who are productive. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that. And where can they get these books from? And also, if someone would want to come for career coaching, and how can they get hold of you?
Yes. So for me, I'll say, in terms of the book, it's available in Bookstop at Yaya Center. That's on the 2nd floor in Yaya Center.
Yeah.
It's also available in Nuria online bookstore. That one delivers across Kenya. So provided you order it online, you'll be able to get the book and the journal. Yeah, and then also for people who want the e-version, it's available in Barnes and Noble. Yeah, you can get the e-version of the book. Yeah, and if you want to contact me, look for me on LinkedIn. I appear as Pauline Kiraithe. Yeah, you'll be able to get me there, and also you can go to our website. Our website is www.talentgurus254.com. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Pauline, for investing your time here at the Better You Show. We are truly happy. We have learned a lot. You have displayed what can be done. Yeah, if you really take responsibility of your path, then really you can design where you want to reach to. So just a big thank you, and may God elevate you into the next level that you would want you to reach to. Thank you so much for coming to the show.
Thank you.
Now, we have learned from Pauline that your life changes the moment you choose to own it. Your career transforms when you decide to be intentional. And with that, our viewers, I just want to tell you that we appreciate your viewership. We appreciate you supporting this show. Because of you, our lights keep on being switched on here. And for those who have not yet joined our community, just take a moment and subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can continue getting notifications on the next episodes that we keep on producing. As we always say in this show, be kind to yourself and to others. Bye-bye.
Thank you.